are now here at the Brompton booth, which is a pretty interesting company. They've got a really cool product here that they're kind of demonstrating. But Brompton was a company that was put together at first to kind of come up with a processor and a solution to calibrate and drive LED panels for, in this case, virtual production. So they've got that, which is a little high level. Look it up if you're in this space. But they also have this Hydra head, which is if you think of like a color calibration probe for a monitor, it's like that, but for LED panels. And you get a excellent Hydra readout, an HTML file that you can request from whoever your run panel's from. It'll tell you the color gamut, if it's 80% of Rec 2020, that might sound scary. Like this one is, I think it said like 86%, but if your content doesn't reach out that far, it doesn't matter, does it? The really cool thing that they're showing here is the frame remapping, which is what they've got set up here is two Komodos that are gen locked to the screen. So they've got both of them running at 60 frames per second, and the refresh rate on the big monitor is 120 hertz. So what it's doing is alternating frames of, in this case, a blue screen with a tracking field displayed on it and another image. So you can film with two cameras, maybe side by side if you wanted, if you were to use what is ostensibly used to be a 3D rig, but to have them on the exact same plane. You can simultaneously get a blue screen and an image, so you have that option in post. Or another cool thing he showed me was, let's say you're doing a film or maybe an interview or something, you could have two parallax corrected backgrounds displayed behind your subject, and each camera will see the correct vision just on a screen. That's virtual production is the Wild West right now, as we were talking about over at the Puget Systems booth in that video, and so it's cool to see new technologies like that made here. So that's kind of a very, very brief overview of what they're doing at Brompton, but it's very exciting and very cool. So yeah, the Hydra, all their processors. Oh, and also one thing you mentioned, they'll probably want you to know, their software is free. You have to get their processing units, they're rack mounted, but the thing that's running the screen and the calibration profiles and stuff, that all comes, I guess the calibration software is on their end, but you buy the hardware, not the software, so that's kind of nice too. So yeah, that's over here, over at Brompton. Very cool. Making virtual production a reality. That's a good phrase. My back hurts, so I'm going to go back to the Film Tools booth now. I think this is our last video. This is the last video for NAB. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year probably.